Like, come on, bro. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I walk into the room and I see a Transformer shield on the wall. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm just saying, you got Optimus Prime 500 BC shield, one of the like Regal Primes that existed for no reason. I was going on with y'all boys, man, back with another video. And in this video, we got inside Lenny Kravitz Regal Paris home, open door by Architectural Digest. Haven't seen one of these in forever, so this is about to be fire.
AD.
Oh yeah,
welcome
you
to
can
Hotel
tell.
Roxy. Come on in.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is crazy.
Well, first of all, this place is called Hotel de Roxy. It's named after my mother because it was her dream to come live in Paris. She wanted to retire after doing 11 seasons of The Jeffersons, and she never got to do it. So I'm doing it for both of us. And this place is a real gift. I've been in this house for 22 years now, but I've been in Paris my whole career. When my first album, Let Love Rule, came out in '89, they weren't quite sure how to market me in America because I didn't fit in a box. So they sent me to Paris. It's my favorite city in the world. It's just an inspiring place culturally, music, art, fashion, cuisine. It's got it all. I love Paris, but I love this house. And I walked through the front door into this entry, and I knew I was at home. This place was made to make music in. It's got the most beautiful reverb. As you can hear, I got the opportunity to work with Steinway, and I designed this grand piano a few years ago, and it's a piece that I'm really proud of. I wanted to use an African form for the piano and blend the two styles of European design and African design. And I designed it for this space. The legs, as you can see.
Bro, the only reason I'm like looking like this is because like no other person that's come on here, like other celebrities or whatever, they never start off like, they usually just like, all right, let's get straight into it. This is like, he's like going in depth of like
hand carved. And all of the design started with the design of the legs. And all of the bronze work is all hand done. And the pedals
how much
are
is
the same.
that though? That gotta
this
be
house
like,
continually
how much
pays
is a piano?
To my
I'm gonna just say that drink $500,000.
And as you'll see as we
cause,
walk through the house.
Yeah, you can never go wrong saying it's 500K.
Everywhere. All of this photography tells a story throughout the house, through Black history, American and African. It's all
Who puts
African.
a lamp in front of
But
a
that's
mirror?
Gordon Parks, who's one of my favorite photographers and artists, and I had the pleasure of getting to know him before he passed. And this photograph is taken by Ouija. It reminded me of my family, of my grandparents, when they used to take me out in New York City. And you would get dressed. You'd put on, as we would say, your Sunday best, and go out on the town.
This nigga living in a museum. It's not even a house. It's a Regal establishment. Like, yo, look at this.
Salon.
Come on, bro.
It's called the Roxy Room, and it's dedicated to my mother. She was the love of my life. I was a mama's boy. I found a bunch of photographs that my father had taken of my mother in the late 60s and got them framed by the same framer that does a lot of framing for the Louvre. I just wanted to have a room where I was surrounded by her image. This is my favorite photograph of my mother. It's just
that's a gorgeous
moment. And I love the composition.
Yeah,
the hat,
I was about to say the whole.
And that photograph,
I can
one of the
agree with
major ways that I remember her is in the late 60s, she would read poetry in Central Park. And this guy, he used to play the guitar. And she would sit like that and read Langston Hughes and other poets. It's one of the deepest impressions I have of her. For me, soul is the most essential element, putting yourself into it, whatever your soul is. You know, people ask, well, how do you define your design? I call it soulful elegance. You know, it's being elegant, sophisticated, but
Look at that
with soul,
chandelier.
you know, with your heart, with your spirit. Because design and elegance without that feeling is just designer names and, you know, stuff. But when you're collecting, and it really reflects who you are, what you are, where you've been, it's beautiful, you know? Whatever your style is, just being authentic to who you are. We all have to tell our story.
Everything, I don't know how to describe this. This is way different from anything I've seen.
This is the Grand Salon, and this is where I receive folks. This is where we hang out. We all sit around, we sit on the floor and play music.
Wait, what? I've never, this is where you receive folks? What do you mean you receive them? What does that mean? Where did they get, like?
A lot of art in here that I love. The whole room is built around Muhammad Ali, his legacy, and his message captured by Andy Warhol. I love Andy Warhol, but I love Muhammad Ali. And yes, he was the greatest boxer, but what I love about Muhammad Ali is the humanitarian work, the civil rights work. He was a freedom fighter, and that is so important. If you think about the things he was saying at that time in the 60s, he said some very challenging things, but he was so intelligent and he had a great wit and strength, and he knew how to balance that all together. This room is about that.
It's not even his house. It's not even his house. He just got rooms dedicated to people. It should just be a museum. Should it not? I think he just like a museum. He should just make it a museum. He should just turn it into a museum.
Another thing that I love about this room is this is the first chandelier that I designed, that Kravitz design did.
Oh,
this chandelier.
Yo, I thought he was ready to say the first chandelier ever made. I was about to say, how is that even possible? But no, the first one he's ever made. Okay, I was really about to say how.
The art fairs years ago. It's called the Hotel de Roxy. Some of the articles in here that are giving me so much vibe are these African sculptures that I got from Church Boutique, which is one of my favorite boutiques in the world. It's run by my good friend Rodney Burns, and he has curated quite a few things in the house. Yeah, these chairs.
I'm starting to notice when you get to like high levels of like status, you just start calling everybody like friends. Like, oh, you're my good friend. It's like, and everybody just got so much money. I don't know how they do this.
I love when you do something years ago.
Is that snakeskin
and you have no idea where they're going to end up, but when they end up where they are, it looks like they were designed for that space. At the end of the day, it's all about comfort, creating an ambiance where you can feel relaxed, a space that opens communication. The lines, the silhouettes, the fabrics, the lighting, the art, you know, all of it. It all matters, but at the end of the day, if the room is not comfortable, then it's not working.
That seat is hard though.
This is the dining room. I like to.
Don't tell me this room dedicated to Black Panther. It's just like, yo, these end chairs are fire.
Dinner parties and invite interesting people from all different backgrounds to sit and enjoy a meal and conversation. This room is centered around this photograph of my grandfather, who was the head of the family and such an inspirational figure to me. This photograph was taken.
Yo, he got rooms dedicated to like the most important people to him. That's how you know you got money. I'm not about to have no room dedicated to my long lost cousin. I'm gonna just say that now. I'm not doing that.
By Reuven Afanador years ago in Nassau, Bahamas. I love that he's
I'm
here
not
looking
doing
over
that.
the table, still blessing everyone who comes in here. I feel his
Not
presence.
dedicated no
and
room
I
to
love seeing him
look,
every day.
man.
This room's all about the night.
The rent said 2,300. You can get the corner.
Time.
You
I
can
never
get the
have
corner
lights on.
of
Very
the
bright.
room.
People come in here and they think it's
You got
quite
your
dark.
corner space.
So the lights are always
Whole
on
room?
very dimly, and it just feels rich and warm and vibey.
Nah,
And,
but this is
that's why
fire.
I like
Though.
it. This is by one of my favorite artists in the furniture world. I have several pieces of his.
Yeah, see, I can't have no
I've been
stuff like this.
collecting him for a
No,
long time.
let me
This
say
is
this.
called-
It's not that I can't. I wouldn't. Like the statues and like all of those are fire. Like the chairs are fire. All of that is fire. But like the like this, I wouldn't. Nah, that wouldn't be me. That wouldn't even. I want it to feel more homey. This feels like Regal, and I just keep thinking of a museum.
Paul Evans. He was an absolutely incredible artist, and I'm just drawn.
But this is
to
fire.
his
Like
work,
he got
how
like
brutal,
like what is
how
this, bro?
elegant.
Nick? Like what is that? What is this? How is it floating?
And this table is designed by
Mounted
Carl
to the
Springer,
wall.
and I've had this for many years. I love it. The lacquer is just worn. It's got a lot of character. These are Africa chairs. Scarpa had these for a very long time. They just made their way to Paris. And the two chairs at the end I found at the Paris flea market at Les Pouces, where I go every week. One of my favorite things to do in Paris, looking for furniture and art from all these wonderful vendors that really curate well.
Like, come on, bro. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I walk into the room and I see a Transformer shield on the wall. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm just saying, you got Optimus Prime 500 BC shield, one of the like Regal Primes that existed for no reason. Warbound military grade level. Come on, bro. Age of
We're in the
Extinction,
library,
like
and this library probably means
what is
the
that?
most to me because my mother, she kept speaking about learning French and reading books, and that she wanted to have a library.
That
And it was
couch
something
look
that stuck
comfy
with
though.
me.
I feel like you be knocked on that couch. And he's spamming this chair. Them chairs probably real comfortable.
And it's actually filled with a lot of books that she had. A lot of the African art books were hers, and a lot of the literature was hers.
That
Those are
painting
James
is
Brown's
this is fire.
boots. James Brown is it. James Brown is the funk. James Brown
said
is the
those
rhythm.
are his
Brown's
boots?
boots were hers, and a lot of the literature was hers. Those are James Brown's boots. James Brown is it. James Brown is
You
the
have his
funk. James
boots?
Brown
How
is
do
the
you have
rhythm.
his
James
boots? See,
Brown
it be stuff
taught me
that don't
so
make
much
sense like that.
and
That
gave the
rich people
world
just
so
got.
much joy, and
Why do you have the niggas boots?
full of powerful messages. Say it loud.
Maybe
I'm
I'm
black and I'm
tweaked.
proud.
How do you get his boots?
Downstairs is the work floor. That's where the studio is. Well, I collect pieces that have great meaning and inspiration to me. People that,
See, yo,
that
come on,
changed
bro.
my life, that inspired me, that educated me, and all of the
It's a
things I have down
museum.
there came to me different ways. Some personally, Jimi Hendrix, James Brown, Prince, Bob Marley, Miles Davis,
What?
John Lennon. On my birthday many years ago.
You just have their outfits and clothes and shoes? How do you do that? How do you do that?
I was at Yoko Ono's place in the Dakota, and she said, "Today's your birthday." I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Come here." She took me into the room where there was a set of drawers that still had John's clothes in it, and she pulled out this beautiful shirt. She said this was one of his favorites. Happy birthday.
What? That is not where you sleep,
In the
bro.
bedroom. It's a gift to be able to sleep peacefully every
Look at
night.
that bed.
The word recreation is recreation.
Oh my God. Look at the bathroom, bro. That's OD. Ooh.
When you're an artist,
Look
to
at
be
that
able to
bathroom.
continually be inspired, you have to
No, go
continually
back to the
recreate
bathroom.
so that you can be vibrating at
The highest
frequency you need.
See, I told you.
To be able to pick up the things that you're being transmitted. I'm just an antenna, you know. I don't do this. It comes to me. This room provides that space for me to be able to close the doors.
That was hard. That was hard. I can't lie.
Recreate myself
that was
on
hard.
a daily
that
basis.
Was hard. I can't lie. I can't lie.
It's such a luxury to have a room with this kind of volume.
This one lock, bro. Swear. Hold on. Pause. This one been frying me whole time. It want to stay all the way back here, increasing the length of my forehead. I don't need that, bro. Please. Whole time, just stay like this. We just keep it locked in, but then this one want to stray away. See, that's how it's supposed to look normally. Now watch. As the video continues, you're going to see it's going to go.
Oval shape is just extraordinary. And very few pieces. Really, it's just the bed and 2 chairs, 2 tables and 2 lamps and a console. But they're all very substantial and hold weight.
See, this is why I couldn't have no stuff like this in my house, though. Everything looked too expensive. I'm not, trust me, bro. I know this like looks cool and all, right? It's like, oh, but look at the, you know, it's like the art is gorgeous. Like I would have like paintings and like some statues, you know, some like some collection like pieces, like, you know. But like when it gets to like the chairs and like the anything that I need to use, actually, it fries me, because it's like, no, I don't need my chair to be $45,000 that was only used once in a old Regal castle. I don't need that. No, come on, bro.
Able to put very few things in the room, but they're all very bold and give a lot of energy.
Okay,
and of
see,
course,
that's hard.
See, like that's rugs, which I've always
got
loved.
like relics and like, you know,
I sleep on the
Elden
floor
Ring
sometimes.
fucking like trinkets.
This portrait that you see on the wall is the first thing I ever got at the flea market here in Paris. Back in the early 90s, Vanessa Paradis turned me on to the flea market. We used to go together all the time to buy furniture. And I saw this beautiful charcoal drawing of Leontine Price, who I love, one of the best opera singers ever. I bought it just like that, came in that frame. That portrait has been with me since then. I just love the elegance and the strength of her image, you know, and she was just an incredibly gifted singer. Music is essential. You know, I have Bang & Olufsen all throughout the house. I love their products. I love their design. I did not want to have a television in the bedroom. I have this room next door where I can watch films, and there's a guest room where my special guests stay. And then you have the landing,
like,
the area
come
out there.
No, seriously, bro, for real. Come on. He got glass on the bottom of the seat. I can't do that, bro. I just can't. It's gonna shatter. I don't know how it's gonna shatter. It's gonna shatter. I know how I am. I can't do that, bro. Give me a regular chair. I need galvanized steel, bro, please. Not me. I'm just saying, like, come on. I'm not, no, I don't need my rooms to look shatterable. I need them to be sturdy. I need wood grain. I need bulk. I need steel, plastic, like, you know, like sturdy. I don't need elegance in like, what's the word? Elegant in like and
then you have the landing, the area out there where I sit sometime. That's it.
Not breakable. Floor.
So
but
now
like,
I'm going to take you
that was just
down
this
to
floor.
The basement.
Oh, this basement about to look crazy.
The heart and soul of this house. Come on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know the basement OD. Yep, here we go. What? We're not gonna act like this is just normal. So Lenny Kravitz just got a club at the bottom of his house? Who has a club just in the bottom of their house actively? Well, I'm not gonna have. That's why I don't got that money. Let's just keep it like that. Yo, bro. We're not just gonna sit here and act like this is just normal to have under your house, bro.
The design of this house. It's been an evolution in the way I've years. And so the house has just been completed.
He has a club at the bottom of his house
that I am now. And
A
I know
club
that
at the bottom of his house.
I won't need to touch it again in my lifetime. It represents so many parts
and then he just
of my
comes
history,
upstairs like it's normal.
my story, my evolution. And, you know, Zoe will take it from here.
Zoe Kravitz, yeah, and she, don't get me started, chill. Don't get me started. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. Make sure to subscribe and like. Check out this video on screen for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.